Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. We are about to launch ourselves into day 26 of our blind playthrough of Blueprints. Day 26! I'm not sure about this calculation, but I'm wondering if one of the things that's interesting about this day, but it might be the previous day, it might be this day, it might be the next day, but I feel like it's around about this time that in-game we must be switching from November to December. And I wonder what the significance of that is. Because obviously dates are very important in this game. Every time I look at this now, since we got our third Alzara premonition, or whatever it is that we're calling it, now every time I start in the entrance hall, I'm slightly afraid of seeing this thing missing. And I'm actually wondering if that might happen at one point. Like if they've specifically put, because that would be really clever, right? Like for one thing, it's really clever the way that premonition put terror into my heart, and it involves something that I see immediately every time I start the game. So when it's missing, I'm gonna freak out, quite frankly. Either way, it's still there for now. Yeah, I've been wondering what the significance of going from November to December might be. You know, like how long... You know, I've wondered throughout this game, like how long can you go in this game? How many days? Because the game started, you know, way back, playing this game for the first time, day one. The introductory sequence mentions that we have to find something. I'm actually now thinking about it. I wonder if they say in a timely manner. But either way, we have to find something within a reasonable time frame. They say something very vague about it. They don't tell us what the time frame is. So at first, when I started playing this game, I was like, oh my god, time is of the essence, go, go, go. Now I'm sort of, obviously I'm in my own kind of, not hurry, like I'm in no hurry to finish this game. I want this game to go forever. But I suppose I'm motivated to progress in this game because I'm interested in it. But I'm not feeling rushed. I'm not actually feeling like I'm on some kind of time frame necessarily. But I do wonder, will I run out of time in a sense, in terms of the game narrative at some point? What could that be? And now that we've had this Alzara premonition with this, you know, this person supposedly keeping a watch on me and then coming into the mansion at some point, I don't know what that means. And I don't know that it's necessarily... Alzara basically told me I should be afraid, which makes me afraid. And I think there's reasons to believe it could be something which is terrifying. But also, it could be something else. I haven't gone too far with my thinking around this. Oh, sorry. Just while I say this, let's look at the trees because it's a bit nicer. What I have done in my notes here is just write a preliminary little, you know, list of people I'm thinking this person in that premonition in the mansion could be. And I've got Herbert, not dead for some reason. Whoa, surprise. Simon, like his brother Simon, our grandfather, also not dead. Surprise, could be Simon. Could be our dad. Maybe it's just our dad being like, hey, how you going? I'm concerned about you. I've got Lord Evanson. We've heard very little about him, but the couple of mentions of Lord Evanson so far have implied he has an odd personality. And we've seen him get, I can't remember what it is, one of the books out. And so I have a little suspicion about him that he could be a character that's sort of just very lightly dangled in the story, but could turn out to be very important. But I don't know what his role is. Denny Ravane. Maybe Denny. Maybe Denny's back for some reason. I don't, you know, there's a lot going on about him. I don't know. Bon Margle. perhaps the detective is back in the wake of our granduncle's death to finish the crime, to try and solve the crime he couldn't solve, or to solve the mystery he couldn't solve all those years back. I also have, I'm just putting it out there, us from the future, maybe, I don't know, like it was a future premonition, right? And we know that time plays a role in this mansion, so I don't know. And I've also written down KL, because there is still somebody who is KL initials, and I don't know who that is. It doesn't match, I don't think, any of the names that have come up so far. Oh, this is exactly, oh my God. It's as if the game knows exactly where I'm at mentally, because these are the 3 things I was thinking about, like what would I like today? I literally have a note to myself, get the schoolhouse so that I can get the classrooms in the mansion and see if they change over time, because as we've seen in the classroom so far, it has a big conspicuous grade 1 written on the blackboard, and I wondered if maybe if you draft in classrooms again, maybe they change. Maybe it goes to grade 2 and grade 3, and you get different items or different things going on there. So I'm curious about that. Tool shed, I just love tool shed. I just love starting my day with some extra items, especially things like shovel. I love. And of course I'm interested to get tomb again, because I'm very much hoping that I can drain the reservoir, and I think I'm going to have to fill the fountain to do that. So this would then be the way I enter the reservoir. But maybe without knowing that I'm going to be able to drain the fountain, drain the reservoir today, like maybe without knowing that I'm going to actually be able to draft the pump room, I might go with one of these 2 for the time being. So let's do schoolhouse. Let's. All right. I don't think I actually need to go in there. I don't think I. Oh wait, I've used the step anyway. Oh blast. Okay. All right. Run away. Let's not waste any more steps. Maybe it's a mistake. I mean, there could be items in there, right? Oh, I guess I have to check. All right. We're wasting another step maybe, but. Yeah, that was silly. I was just like, really, I just need it drafted. There is an item in there. Broken lever. Oh my God. Yeah. Yep. Within a timely manner. I don't know why this is written here, but obviously it is very of interest. I think if I get the magnifying glass, it might be good to come back here and check that out. I actually, again, I should make a note to myself about everything I have and haven't checked out with the magnifying glass, because it's obviously important. But yeah, I can't remember if I've done that or not. All right, so hopefully we can get the classroom today, and at least then we know, yeah, does it change? Does it change? Do we get new bits of knowledge from different classrooms? Do the grades change? And I mean, so one of the reasons that's on my mind is because now we've seen those symbols that are on the floor of the, what is it called? Of the inner sanctum. And it seems that there are 8 different realms. That's kind of the way I'm reading it at the moment. And at the moment, I kind of think that we have Horus, or maybe it's called Orinda. The black realm is represented. I think Fen Aries, red, is represented with the octagon. I think the mountain is Arch Aries, which is yellow. And I think Iraja, which is the hourglass shape, is purple. We've then got the kind of the little triangle, not triangle, little V shape that is orange, but I don't know what realm that represents. I mentioned nuance. Nuance is the only other one that I know that they've mentioned, but I don't know that that's what it is, because there are also 3 other shapes there. And I don't know what those shapes are at all. And I've wondered if maybe Morajai could be another realm. But I looked at the stamp that had Morajai on it, and it didn't have any of these shapes on it. Like the stamp shape, it just seemed to be a sort of a stamp shape. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm very interested to see if I notice these other shapes now. But that's one of the reasons I think maybe the classroom might have that knowledge in it. Okay, so again, new rooms is a big goal of today. Oh, library. Yeah, like library, right? Maybe library is a good way to start the day. Ooh, yes, please, now that I know what to do with this. Okay, all right, so we know now, well, I don't know. I highly suspect now that what I need is to draft a green room on that spot. So, and I also need a shovel. So what I'd like to do to set myself up for that, I suppose, is to make sure I've got some redraw dice on me. Ha! All right. First off, so this is the one that we've bought. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones. That's really cute. And obviously, yeah, I'd love to be able to get the magnifying glass to have a look at this while it's available. So it's just us. No one else has had this out yet. It's a brand new book. So cool. All right. So let's just get into it. The death of drafting. Ooh. Oh, this is Draxus, of course. So Draxus is the stone figure that we saw in the tomb. That makes a lot of sense. Of course. And Draxus could be the 8th Aegirian angel. Because they have wings, right? They're an angel. Okay. All right. So that might mean that we really are just missing 2 names of the 8 angels, which is the chef or the cook and the chimney sweep. Every architect has experienced it. A fear every architect faces. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room and everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there is only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative you draft a hallway or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. This is actually very timely for us to get this after we've finally been experiencing Draxus constellations from the observatory. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exteriors, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover once and for all if there is any life beyond the dead end. Well, I mean, I think so. Like, you know, obviously, like, it's not great for moving, but, you know, there are tons of very interesting rooms that are dead ends, so no exit strategies. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors. But every house needs some dead ends. Each dead end room on an architect drafts removes... I'm immediately suspicious that don't be afraid of just has... there's too much of a space between afraid and of. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that means anything. Drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. This is true. Yeah. This is actually a good consideration. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. I think this more or less is what I've generally intuitively adopted. Grave mistakes. An introduction to the tomb. As foreboding as a blackboarded floor plan may be, tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are oh my god, sorry, I jumped ahead and I was like, that's the chimney sweep, and it's Vea. So good. I wonder if we're going to get the other name that we don't have from this, the chef. All right, hang on. I'm getting ahead, but that's very exciting. Perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Aegirian angels of that early era that are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for returning trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. I mean, there are actually so many, we've discovered so many ways that that you can kind of try to make money. And yeah, I suppose committing to this is another one of them, for buying up those precious expensive books in the bookstore, which is what I really, oops, sorry, that was me hitting my pen on the microphone stand because I'm wanting to write this name down next to my list of the Aegirian angels. Chimney sweep is Vea. Again, this is one of those things like the chess set where I'm writing all of this down. I don't know what it's going to be useful for, but I know it will be. I know it's important to collect this information. Great. Grounds for termination. Outer rooms. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. Okay, so maybe we can take this as confirmation that there are only 8 rooms. Well, we know all about this now, but it would be interesting if this was somebody's first introduction to the outer rooms. This would be a huge thing. These floor plans are unique, not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them the perfect candidate for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, like today, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Grounds for termination may have been a play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper, Denny Ravane, who made his home while employed on an estate in this humble bedroom. Wow. The groundskeeper's tool... Who is writing this book? Who is throwing shade at Denny in this way? The groundskeeper's tool shed is often a great draft choice to find useful items like a shovel or a sledgehammer. That's pretty much exactly what I love it for. Even better items can be found in the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. Yeah, I haven't really offered anything valuable yet, but I'd like to play around with the trading post more. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in this subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. Ooh, the last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Oh, excuse me. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. That's okay, so that's actually really good confirmation of that. That's what I was wondering about, the amount of money. Oh, so this is so cool. We can see what they all are. Blessing of the Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Of the General, after you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. Of the Berry Picker. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, berry? If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. That is really interesting. Okay, if you call it a day in the room on your, Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. Oh, that introduces a really interesting element of strategy. Again, I've said before, like, one of the things I marvel at in this game is the way they keep introducing new game mechanics that really impact expand the range of strategies you can have. It's fascinating that you can use where you call it a day to affect the next day is fascinating. So Blessing of the Chef. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room. Ooh. Blessing of the Dancer we've had. Blessing of the Gardener. Add 8 courtyards to today's draft pool. Oh, dang. Oh, I would actually love that one because you know how much I love dig spots. Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. Oh, I like that. Top 5 dead ends, as selected by the editorial staff of Drafting Strategy. Man, I still haven't had Attic. It's driving me nuts. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even at a steep gem cost, this room cannot be passed up. Oh my god, I've passed it up a couple of times at least. But it hasn't been appropriate for my strategy in the moment. It just hasn't. All right, I really, really need Attic though. It always pays for itself and more. The 8 items is obviously a huge motivation, but it's also that I'm sure it will be an interesting room lore-wise. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Chess portmanteaus. Okay. I'm gonna have to think on that one. Coat check. More than any other room, coat check allows architects to center their strategies on a specific item of their choice. Yep. Hovel, the risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. To be honest, I'm not that person yet. Surprisingly, this room is actually categorized as a dead end, the secret passage, allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color-specific strategies. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Dead End Contest mail-in sweepstakes on January 20th, 1989. Taro Martais shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstakes. Oh no. So this is a page I definitely need. I definitely need the magnifying glass to read all of that small print there. We're really going to have to go for a magnifying glass today. That sounds amazing, and I 100% want to take this challenge up at some point. Okay, word from the editor. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of your own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Ah, so good, so good. That was really useful from a strategy perspective, but also for giving us those angel names. I think I only need the chef now, I think, maybe. Oh my god, we're getting really interesting rooms now. What? These are all really good. These are all really good. I mean, I don't have any gems, so I can't do that. I'd love to get Great Hall and play around. I've never had Great Hall in these lower ranks, so that's kind of interesting. But, oh man. I really want this, but I think it's going to be a dead end. And, but this is going to be effectively a dead end until I can come back with keys anyway. Here's my question about the mechanarium. It says it has one door for each of the rooms, you know, with that, I don't know, tooly rooms, whatever they are, mechanical rooms in my house. But is that at the time of drafting, or as I build more rooms like that, will the other doors open? We can't do this anyway, even though that was one of my goals. So let's do this. It's a new room. Let's do it. Let's check it out. Oh, that's so freaking cool. That is rad as hell. That's amazing. Huh. Well, that's an N. That's an N. 100% for sure that's an N. Don't even try to tell me that that is not an N. So why is there an N here in this room? Alright, something to note. What a great atmosphere. What a great sound. I'm just trying to make sure I look at this in case there's something to notice down here. I love this floor. You know, like what if one of these has a little message in it that you notice once it's oriented in a certain way? I don't know. Since day one in this game, I've been like, what if there's secrets in the floor, you know? So I'm really keen to see that play out. But that's definitely an N. So there's a secret in the ceiling here, 100% for sure. Let's just see how that goes. All right, but I guess, I mean, it seems to be implying that there is, you know, three. You can have a north, east, south, and a west exit here. But I wonder if maybe the other spaces could also open up into, into spaces with, you know, items in them or something. The mechanarium, an iron-vaulted mechanical chamber affixed with motorized panels that can reveal up to 8 different doors, depending on the parameters at the time of creation. So they could be doors that lead to the same exits, like a northeast and a west, or maybe they're doors with items in them. Hang on, I just want to take a look at how many of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Got all of them. So there's just 4 more of the regular rooms for us to get. Okay. Bedrooms, we know it's the master, what is it, the master bedroom I'm still after. Oh, it's moving in my chair, which, is in the east wing. Hallways, we've got all of. Green rooms, we've got all of. Shops, I'm still missing 3. Red rooms we have, and I don't know how many studio editions or found floor plans there are. I know there's at least 1 more, and that's all of the outer rooms. Cool. All right, well, I hope, hang on, one more thing. How many of those mechanical rooms do I have? What counts? None of these. Like, I'm thinking workshop or something, right? Maybe? None. So boiler room, utility closet, workshop, security, pump room, laboratory. That's okay. So there's a good amount of them out there. Yep. All right. And none of these. Okay. But so there's probably enough to fill up the 8. That would make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I guess the mechanarium itself counts as 7. And maybe there's another one in one of the rooms that we have missing. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 regular rooms I'm still missing. So I know trophy room, showroom, cabaret, I think I'm still missing. And what else have I got written down? I wonder how I get them. Trophy room, showroom, cabaret. Oh, well, attic I still haven't got, so that would be that, I think. Okay, wonderful. All right. So, we're heading back to the east, and I look forward to being able to... I would have liked to be able to get the bookshop, and then maybe I could try and amass funds, but yeah, maybe it's not going to happen. All right. Might be fun to do dining room and just see how we go. But it is a great place for hallway, and we get the locked trunk. We're a long way off being able to make any use of the dining room. So, God, I don't have anything yet. I really need some stuff. I'd actually like to put coat check somewhere in case I pick up an item, useful item today. I could even put broken lever in there, for when we get the opportunity to go back to the greenhouse, maybe. I still don't have a gem, so for the time being, let's bedroom. And while we're here, we'll open this one up. So maybe storeroom, because that'll get us going with 2 gems and a key. Let's do it. Even though it's a dead end, we've got some other things to go with. Yeah. Hey, Swimbird. I'm a fan of Swimbird. All right, so we could go... I'm even thinking of going up from entrance hall here and then going up from the east wing, maybe, just to get some stuff going. Ooh, parlor would be great to get more gems, but I wouldn't be able to go anywhere with it. Do I want laboratory for any important reason as well? Only if I can power it with the boiler room. I'm actually thinking dining room, because there's no cost associated with it, and it may be, it'll give us a north facing entrance or exit there. Yeah. And I like that. Okay. All right. What have we... Oh, great. Great, great, great. The first time you enter each bedroom, we gain 5 steps. Did I get my steps now, or is that effectively the next time? Maybe the next time I enter this bedroom. So good. I actually love the sleeping mask because, yeah, steps can be an issue. Oh. Like a greater chance of finding items in green rooms actually sounds really good because green rooms have great items. You know, like the shovel is one thing, but now I also know about, you know, it's a bit wild, but I'm going to do it. I'd love shovels. I'd love the watering can is the other thing. Anything here for me now? Hey, great. I mean, that's helpful. That's helpful. Oh, lovely, lovely. Where do we go from here? Well, den would be ideal. Den it is. But let me just remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is on rank 5. So here we really want a green room. So for that, it's actually really useful to have veranda, because I'd really like a green room here. But I don't. Ideally, I'd like to have some redraw die before I even attempt to draft on this square. I'm hoping as well. Should I use my single key? Maybe not quite yet. Let's see what we get here first, because these might be locked doors. Yeah, and also the chance to get the shovel will be really important, because we need that to get the treasure anyway. So let's try going across. Oh! I have to make good use of the boiler room. I now know so much more about how it functions. Yeah, like its location is really important. And it would mean that what I draft from the dining room would be really important, whether it's something that can directly interact with the boiler room or whether it's a room that has ducts at the top. I don't know if I'm being a bit precious, but I also feel like it's not great to have one of the sides of it basically useless, going into a dead end. So with that said, I actually might put spare green. Then again, this doesn't help. Yeah, I wish I could flip this around. So that the entrance here, rather than going south, was going north. But I can't. I might do spare green room, mainly for the chance to get a gem or another item, which hopefully with the yes. All right, that worked out. I think I'm happy with that. Gem. So we're up to 2 gems, and we've got our precious shovel. Shovel is really one of my favorite. So there's nothing in here. Where did I have? So veranda, I had, I think, 1 or 2 dig spots. There might have even been a dig spot in the schoolhouse. I now have forgotten. I have a feeling somewhere else. No, maybe not. Maybe it was just veranda. Yeah, all right. But either way, we need the shovel for here. So I think we're getting ourselves well set up. We're not there yet, but we're getting ourselves well set up to try and make good on this treasure map location. The problem is I have no chance of getting the bookshop, right? Because the bookshop would have to go here. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that money except try to get the freezer towards the end of the day if I have it. Yeah, we'll see. That was good though. So let's go ahead. All right. It's a bit of a shame none of these are going to connect up with the dining room. It might, honestly, corridor or pantry. I might do corridor because we can go north from the den, so I think it might be nice to be able to go west. Let's do it. And shall I keep going west? I guess so. I guess so. Oh, that's... Oh, that's interesting. Would putting this here naturally open one of the mechanarium doors, or would it remain closed? I suspect it would remain closed. Either way, we're stuck with a dead end no matter what. We're stuck with a dead end no matter what. This would get me 2 keys, which would be great. This would get me to something. I'm going to go with closet because as much as I'd like more keys, I often get redraw dice in closet. So, yes. And we got a key anyway. Great. So that means we've got at least 1 redraw, which hopefully I can hang on to before we get to that rank 5 east wing spot. Okay. All right. I feel like we're cooking a little bit, just like a simmer. Okay. This chapel might be the best thing to put here, unfortunately, because it would give us direct access to that spot, to the rank 5 spot. Parlor wouldn't stop us from going there. It would just mean we would have to go around to get there, but it is risky. It is risky, but it would set us up well with the gems. I might risk it. Because I would really like to be more gemmed up. Like, not only for that spot, but just in general. So, 3 gems await us. The gems are in the white box. Could be true, could be false. Statements with the word white are always true. That has white. This has white. This statement on the white box is true. Statements with the word white are always true. This has to be wrong because this and this box have white on that, and one of these boxes is false. So this is false. The statement on the white box is true. It's false. So you are also a box of lies. This box is true. The gems are in the white box. I believe blue box. You sneaky white box. Oh, yes. Good. I went in pretty confident with that one. No Mount Holly symbol today. All right. Now, I'm in a very, very precarious position here because this is the only way to go forward. As it stands, I don't have any mechanical rooms yet to open up another entrance in the mechanarium, and actually at least two of them are bunked now anyway. So, but we do have 2 keys and 5 gems and a redraw. So, yes. So, we're not doing too bad. And I can go back and open that trunk. I really would have liked a room with more exits. Okay. Nook is good for keys, and it's sending us back up towards our treasure chest. Not that that's even my main goal today. It's just one of my goals. This is one of my goals today. So this might be good, and it basically has the same in terms of exits. While drafting in Classroom, you may draw new floor plans 1 time for each drafting room in your house. Well, I don't even think I have another. Oh, I've got the library counts as 1. Okay, so maybe I get 1 or 2. Either way, I want the classroom. Well, maybe that's the answer I was after. I thought maybe this would change. Okay, all right. In that case, there might not be anything new for us here per se. Except that this is important to know about. There are filing... Alright, I gotta write this down. Because I'm trying to figure out where that file cabinet key goes. And so there's a few contenders. One is the lab, and I now know another one is the classroom, which would make it really tricky to use, since there's a couple of steps involved in even being able to draft a classroom. Might be just worth checking that nothing has changed here. I suspect this is all, yeah. This is all the same. Great. Wonder if these kids are all still alive. Okay, so I guess this remains as grade 1. Now we know. Now we know. Again, knowledge is power in this game. It's interesting, we know that an 8 as an infinity symbol like this was used on the red letters, the 8th red letter. But here it's like 1 to 10, so yeah, not sure what this refers to. Yeah, and you know, if this is a kind of a color code. All right, now it's getting important if we want to make good on this spot. So we need to have something with the right exits here. Let's see. Thankfully, it's actually really good that we get we get a total of 3 redraws here without using our die. So that's doesn't make it impossible, but just makes it a bit more difficult. Same with this, but to get security is always good, to be able to lower the security level. Chapel would take us right in there, and I'm not really feeling precious about the coin use, to be honest. So, but that said, since we get some free redraws, maybe I'm silly. Let's try another one. Commissary would be great. I mean, so would Billiard Room. I always imagined that I might be able to get the security pass in Billiard Room, just because it happened. It happened once in there. It happened my first time there. Commissary, obviously good, because I would love to be able to buy the magnifying glass and whatever else. I mean, Cloister, great exit-wise, but, you know, big cost. Too big a cost for my purposes right now. I'm risking it. I might risk one more redraw. Ooh. I am actually very happy with this one. I like the east and the west dig spots here. But I wonder if I shouldn't have drafted a green room so that I... Oh, crap. Okay, it's not over because I can come at this room from the north. I mean, there's also a possibility that I'll find the security pass as well. It just hasn't happened very much. Dang. All right. A key is good because I've got some. Yeah, we've got the sledgehammer as well, which is great, right next to a trunk. So super handy. I don't have to use any keys. Ooh, car keys. Nice. So it's interesting to note. No. I was going to say it's interesting to note that the car keys has the Arch Aries. I just keep calling them logos. I'm going with it. The Arch Aries logo on it, but it's not. It's 3 mountains, so it's probably, you know, kind of just this mountain region, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I have a use for the car keys again. Since I've been in there and read the note. But then again, I don't know what's going to happen in the garage once I power it with the boiler room. Eventually, when I get around to that, whenever that happens. Okay, so this now I'm just thinking, is it worth, how's our steps? Is it worth going all the way back to the locked trunk just to better prepare? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that doesn't count. So, it's kind of a long way to go just for a locked trunk, but I don't know. I'm going to do it. This is our only, at the moment, this is our only exit. This is our only possible, and there's a trunk here as well. That's right. This is actually useful. Two locked trunks now with a sledgehammer. Okay, good. More redrawing possibilities I'm very happy with. A key. I'd really like a security pass. In fact, I'd really like the file deposit key, because then I could try it in the classroom straight away. Oh, great. We got our 5 steps as well from the sleeping mask. That is super useful. So I feel much, much, much better about this trip now. This has actually been very useful. Great. Was there anything in the library? I don't think so. Wonderful. All right. So we've got 5 redraw possibilities, a bunch of money, 4 gems, and 4 keys. That's pretty good. That makes me feel a lot better about tackling Parlor Classroom, about tackling this exit. Cool, because we really need this to go well. But I'm feeling a bit scared not having a security pass. So it's on my mind to draft security at some point. Okay. That's sending me in a... More exits here would be really ideal. This is okay. This is pretty good. We've got 5 redraws. I might do 1 redraw because this is really central. It would be a great place to have more exits. Oh, that's not helped much at all. Let's do another one. Okay, all right, it's not... I need to get more of these rooms out of the way. So I'm going to go security. And I guess we'll just... Yeah, at the very least, let's lower the security level. Great. I'm getting very comfortable with doing this now. How's our... There's a coin somewhere. Maybe it's in this room, in fact. Ah, there it is. Okay, good. Oh, no. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm in the same... I'm in the same situation I was before. God, I'm even more afraid now that I might look at this and see someone on one of these screens, now that I know that that is a future premonition. Ugh. Chills down my spine. All right, so once again, oh God, I'm going to have to start getting less fussy. I need some more exits. Let's redraw. All right. It might have to be... yeah, I think I'm just going to have to go gym. So at least we've got 2 in front of us. All right. Okay, all good. It's something. Okay, let's head down. Maybe Nook is good for here, because theoretically we can still, if we get a security pass, we can still access that other area next door. So let's Nook it up. Get our keys, because sometimes we have a real issue with keys. So I'm happy with more. All right. Okay. Now it would be really ideal to have a north-south entrance here. Ooh, pool would be ideal. Absolutely ideal, because then we would get locker room and And what are the others? Locker room, sauna, and pump room. And I really want pump room, so that's really good. Oh, hey! I don't think I've ever found anything in this room before. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, alright, let's start heading down, and we can be a little bit more, like, comfortable with dead ends down here. I have to be conscious that I've only got 2 gems, but at least this gem requirement will get back from the gem that's in the safe. So I might do drawing room because it's the only thing that's going to let me keep going down. Brilliant. And we can kind of get some of these rooms out of the way. So I'm listening to what that drafting strategy is telling me. It's like, get some of these rooms out of the pool. Out of the pool. Okay, dead end, dead end, dead end. And if I do the observatory, I'm going to get more dead ends anyway, aren't I? So I'm just kind of... I'm kind of reluctant to do that since it's already such a risk. And I can't solve the lavatory problem yet. I don't know what to do. I think though, pantry might be a little bit more useful to us because at least it has an exit. I think it's good to get this dead end out of the way. Again, heeding the words of... I know it must be to do with these things, I really think. But I feel like I might need a tool here or something. I don't know. Why? Why can't I figure this one out? I gotta just keep trying it every now and again and trying to have a rethink, I think. Granduncle, what are you trying to tell me? One day we'll get there. Like, this is the thing that's in the background. The thing that makes me... Because there's a shadow. The shadow might be the thing that's showing up as, in the back of his photo. So it might not be that there's anything different here. So I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I have to leave it. Alright, so we've gotten at least a dead end out of the way. We've gotten the drawing room out of the way. Cool. Alright, in that case, the problem is this still leaves us without a security pass. Now we're back in the position where this is the only way forward we have from 2 directions. So we need something good here. And we'll only be able to... The only thing that matters is going north. Okay, use a key. Thankfully, 7 keys. Very, very good. Alright. Maybe it's a good spot to get chapel out of the way without wasting a redraw. Yeah, it'll have to do. Great. Do you have any goodies for me? Nothing. You have nothing for me, chapel. Man, I come here all the time. I'm a regular, member of the church. Alright. And again, this is our only possibility. I could really do with the security pass today. Oh good. West Wing Hall. I love you. Wunderbar. Alright, that's something. West Wing Hall, man. I'm still suspicious about West Wing Hall. Just because of the West Wing mystery with the ladyship and I don't know. Okay, should I try and go north or shall I try and go across from here? Let's do both. Let's do both while we're here. Use a key. I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. Alright. Well, maybe pantry. Yeah, because I don't want to use up a gem. Okay. Right, I won't go in there yet. We'll keep that as a possibility. Let's go across now. Using up all my keys. Oh, drafting studio. Ah, pump room. Oh, kennel dogs. Each time, oh man, we could get the each time you dig in a room, you unlock all the doors in that room, except... Okay, so something just happened that has never happened to me before, which is that my recording software just stopped, and I didn't realize until I had lost 5 minutes of footage. So it's the first time this has ever happened to me. It's just one of the realities of recording like this. But I'm glad that I'm at least glad that I noticed before I had gone on too long. So, as you can see, we're in the billiard room, and I've just solved a billiard room puzzle. So, there are probably 2 major things that have happened that you've missed out on, but none of them are, were like... None of them were necessarily like huge, actual like stories that you missed out. I can explain like what has been missed out on. So firstly, I'm up here beyond the foundation where I was able to draft a billiard room and got the puzzle. And for the first time ever, this puzzle included a blue square in the center, a blue bullseye that had a square in it, and it took me a little bit, but then I realized it means square root. And so I realized I had to square root the color that it was associated with. Had to use my calculator to do 1 or 2 things, but I managed to get into this one. So that was a bit of a surprise math challenge for me. But what I got here was the security pass. So check it out. I have the key card. I have the security pass now, which is incredible, amazing, because we have a problem with security doors here. So now I can get here and I can get here amazingly. So very important to me that I still have my 2 redraws, and hopefully I can get a green room here, and I have the shovel, and if so I can get the treasure. I don't really know how that's going to be useful for me, but I'm just excited to give it a try. But what you can see here is that the only other 2 things I've managed to draft, so where the recording cut off, you saw I had the option of pump room. I and ahed between that and drafting studio because I really want drafting studio to get extra rooms. But I felt getting pump room and allowing us to drain the reservoir was the most important thing. So I went with pump room. There was no big event in there. I drained the reservoir. Obviously nothing happened. It's just literally I put the water from the reservoir into the fountain and a little bit into the pool, and it worked the way that it has worked in every other time. And I was just like, yay, it's done, but I can't do anything about it today because we don't have the tomb. And now that I've filled the fountain back up, now my only entry to the reservoir is the... Hey, Bixie, did you just have dinner? Yeah, and that's the other thing that you missed out on. I just went and gave dinner to my lovely, beautiful, fluffy Pixel. Yeah, and you're licking your lips now, aren't you? Sitting behind the laptop. Yeah, so now, like, that's huge. The reservoir is now drained. I can't do anything about it today, but maybe tomorrow or whenever I next get the tomb, we can head on down and explore the reservoir. So that's set us up really, really well for future episodes, or for future days, in fact. The conference room was, whatever. It just allowed me to go up here to the foundation. The only other options were 2 red rooms, like weight room and archives, that I didn't want to do for the cost. So risked that to come up to the foundation. And then I had the option of billiard room and a couple of other dead ends. Got the security pass. So the security pass, now we have the security pass. That's momentous because that lets us go back down and do some things there. Okay. But what I want to do now is just see what I can get in this corner here. And if I can get rid of some dead ends or some difficult rooms, beautiful. But I'd really like to try and retain my dice and my gems. Keys is okay. Keys is okay. We can use keys. All right. Oh, it might be perfect to do sauna, actually, because, hell yeah, sauna. It's only my second time seeing sauna, Oh, we got gem. Thank you. Thank you. I love it here. Oh, because last time I was in Sauna, I didn't even really know about these arrow things. So that... Pixel's doing big mouse behind me. 1 second. Alright. Coming back, and I suppose just acknowledging that this is the same as the one in the den, really. So it... Yeah, whatever it is, whether it's to do with being here during that time or something to do with that time, like that length of time, it's the same mystery. But either way, this sets us up quite well for tomorrow, especially if we do get the tomb tomorrow. I think those extra steps are going to be appreciated. Alright, so in that case we can move on down. We can move on down. I guess now maybe the way that this works is that you come from below up. Yeah, so maybe you can't access it first from here. Okay, so we might as well go... Yeah, we might as well see what we can do up here, but yeah, I don't know. I suppose like having drained the reservoir now, that's a huge goal for today. You know, I'd like to do that treasure thing, but I guess it's really just, I'm just really curious to see what other possibilities open up for today. I doubt that I'm going into the antechamber. I do have the broken lever, which would, no, now that I've thought about that, I do have the broken lever, but, and the broken lever would specifically relate to this southern... I don't need to go into the antechamber. Like, as fun as it would be, I don't think... And maybe there's something else waiting there now that we've used the basement key. It's possible. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I have a need to go into the antechamber, and it would rely on me getting the greenhouse only in the east wing. But it's all possible, isn't it? It's all possible. I don't want to... I think losing half my steps is a real problem because it's going to make it difficult to go back to where I need to go back. So, yeah, I might use a gem but keep my redraws for the time being. Yeah, I think we'll just sacrifice that possibility. Okay. I guess this is already in effect without even looking... Oh, great, we don't get Draxus. Oh, that's really nice. So the 13 stars are used in a different way. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I thought I was, like, potentially stuck with Draxus, but that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Great. Okay. Well, let's head on down. I wonder if this would be a... maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Let's use a regular key. Ooh! Ah! Great Hall might be good. Well... I don't know why. Well, Great Hall, interestingly, would open up the possibility of getting into the other side of the antechamber, the east side, because that's where that lever is. Boudoir... I really want the redraws and the gem from this. But it would cut off this section. But I don't have... Yeah, I don't have... what do you call it? The lockpick kit. So that makes Great Hall difficult to deal with. Unless I get Foyer before the Great Hall. As weird as it is, I might actually do Boudoir. Because I think the redraws and the gem are going to be good. Now I know that we need a key to open up the diary. Why is this missing a candlestick? Now I am asking these questions, but I can't interact with it. I know. And so, you know, this is one of the ladies' rooms. I'm very sus about this dancer thing. Maybe her diary key is in here. But what can I do? You know, what can I do about it? I can't seem to do anything. Right? In here. It would be silly to leave her diary key. No, this, yeah. Like just around. It's not on the back of the mirror or anything, is it? That would be very high school of her. It would be a really terrible place to put it. But yeah, it's somewhere, right? It's somewhere. So it could be in this room. Why is that candle missing? Is it somewhere? I don't know. Alright, either way, that's great. We got some more steps from this being a bedroom, which is great. So we'll have to go back. Observatory, foundation, conference room, pump room. So at least you can see my good work. Nice. Oh, I'm glad actually that I didn't get the, I've got all of these, haven't I? Okay, yep. Cool, and pump room, yeah? Pump room, West Wing Hall, chapel, gym, security. Okay. Here we go, this is what I did. It was honestly not that interesting. It was just, I didn't really have any issue. I know how this works now. Oh, that's the other thing to mention. Because I had a little bit of excess tank room, I just drained 3 things from the aquarium as well. So the reservoir is drained, the fountain is now full, which I figure means that we can also put coins in the fountain again that will potentially increase our stars. I don't know that's how it works yet. I think it might work that way. But yeah, I just thought this is the one I was curious about. Like, what does draining the aquarium do? I'm glad it's only partially drained in a sense because I feel bad for the fish. But I want to see what happens. All right, and now we're going not to the pool. We're going gym. We're going straight to that security door. Actually, we're going to a different security door first. Now, we have security pass. So, keycard system, settings, security level, high, 5 to 6. Yeah. I did that right? High. Good. Back. Beautiful. And I might as well see if I've missed anything anywhere. No. All good. Cha-ching. Oh, so good. That's so satisfying. I've hardly ever been able to do that. Alright, so we can really waste something here. I'd love to waste this, to be honest. I don't have to go in there. Oh, but does drafting it lose half of my steps anyway? Hang on. Oh my god, I'm suddenly realizing I'm not 100% sure about something that's completely fundamental to the game. I think if I draft it but don't go in, I don't get the impact from the room. Oof. Oh no, it's not true. Okay. Alright, in that case, is there any reason to go in there? I've got to be really careful with steps now. Oh! And also noting, for the first time, because I don't really come and look at this anymore, this has the same arrows on it, yeah, as the pin board in the commissary. Huh. Wow, that's 2 arrow double ups I've noticed today. If I don't have it down, security is also a room with ducts on the ceiling. Useful. That's useful. What about, and I know, actually, I already know that weight room has that, because that was one of the things I noticed about it. Okay. So technically, yeah, between these two, at least I've got ducts. What about the gym? I'm trying to like not go in. No, because I would be able to see them there. Okay. All right. So now here is where I guess I'm really hoping I get a green room, and I've got 4 redraws and 4 gems. Patio. That's actually perfect. It's 1 gem, but it also gives us more gems, and it goes north, which is all we need. Oh my god, yes. And this is where I found the treasure last time as well. Great. I wonder if, yeah, there we go. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. I wonder if when you have the dig spot here, if you are much more likely to get patio, because it's sort of like the place that's associated with the dig spot. That could be the case. Oh, it's 8 gems this time. Huh. Oh, I thought it would be money like last time. Oh, well, 8 gems is really welcome. Well, I have a lot of money anyway, and I have a very good amount of gems. What would be really ideal, honestly, for today is to get the freezer. Like, because I'm already pretty happy with today. I'd love to get stuff like drafting room and any other new rooms that we haven't got yet, but if I can just get freezer with this amount of gems and this amount of money, I'd be pretty happy. I'd be pretty happy with that, with this day. I think since we're on the east wing... That said, what have I got that I would love to put in the coat check? To be honest, the key card. Like, I come across the other stuff much more regularly. But maybe not yet. Let's see if it'll come up again. We've still got a fair bit of play, so I'm kind of tempted to do classroom again. Even though it uses a gem, because it gives us quite a lot of redraw possibilities with the next, yeah. That's how it works. Thank God I did that. Oh my God. This was the day where I wanted to get answers about this. So that couldn't have been more perfect. No wonder you can get many more classrooms. I wonder if that's the case with the aquarium, because one of the experiments lets you get many more aquariums, and I haven't really figured out. Okay. Well, this is another extremely useful thing to come from this day. Extremely useful. So now I know that I actually want to have maybe a day where I go classroom mad, because who knows how far this goes. Like, how many grades can we go up? What information can we get from all of these things? Okay, mathematics worksheet. Find each sum without using signs. Okay, so this is a color thing. Is it the same as the colors in the billiard room? In which case, this would be 7, 2 plus 5, 9 plus 4, 13. My brain just had a blank there. 7 minus 3, 4. But what am I going to get at the end of this? What am I taking from this? 7, 13, 4. I wonder if this is the way to solve this, or if it's more to do with... Okay, hang on. But before I go on with this, there's something over here. Yeah. Alright, so this is the same as the billiard room. This is the same. I'm looking at the numbers around the edge. Are they all just sequential? 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, looks like it. So that's just a code if you haven't got that yet from the billiard room. The billiard room. The classroom is another place we can potentially use the key if we were to get it. The file. Okay. Alright, so actually we can just have other people do the work for us. Of course I should have figured this out before. Yeah. But we already know how this works, right? So what am I learning from this that I don't know already? You know? I think... Just quickly... By the way, Fomric? I don't know what the hell. Maybe the name. Maybe the names are clues because that's a weird name. Oh, Fomric just punished me for saying that. Jenny W. All right. I can't see that there's anything to gain from this that we don't already know, but because it does seem like colors are always important in the puzzles. Look at the yeah, I know. I know this one. Look at the colors, yeah. I think we've kind of got this. Poor Rob doesn't got this, but I think we've got this. Okay, alright, so I think that one is just letting you know about the mathematics situation. What if that matters here though? Like if we were to do these numbers in order, oh god, how would it go? What if I just do this from the start? So, I don't even know what to start with though. I don't even know what to start with. I guess the other thing that I'll double check offline when I'm looking through my masses of notes and everything is whether these have the same color associations as in the previous room, as in the grade 1 classroom. I think so. Alright, I think that's just about the maths. I don't think we've missed anything in particular. Okay, alright, cool. So we've got... And is there anything on this clock? Looks like there's something there, but there's no way for me to see what that is below the 12 there, I don't think. Oh, rotunda. I love that we get the pencils here. Alright, as useful as that is, well, as cool as it is, I don't really want to spend the gems if I can help it, because I might be able to freeze them for tomorrow. So let's do a redraw. Great Hall's not... It's okay, but it's not really super useful. Like, maybe we just do another classroom to get another grade. It sends us up. We're just missing one square there. That's okay. And it's just one gem. Let's do another classroom. Let's see... Yeah, grade 3! Ooh, science room. We've already figured out the periodic table thing as well. If what they mean is in the lab. But this room is a bit different. I can't use... Yeah. We've seen this. We're good with this one. Another... I like the pink. The pink is lovely. Okay, science worksheet. Use the elements below to form the answers to each question below. Quinn S. H2O in liquid state is called water. Disrespectful, see me after class. H2O in solid state is called ice. H2O in gaseous state is called Mrs. Peterson. Because I don't know if Mrs. Peterson is a good or a bad figure, like she might be a kind of a stooge for the state, or I don't know, maybe she is trying to work the system from within. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay, so that Quinn hasn't done good. Jacob, how have you done? 1 out of 3. Okay. Well, sorry. The ice is the one that they've got correct, and they got the others wrong. But all of this is kind of, maybe I'm misunderstanding the deeper meaning here, but I feel like this is all understandable. Like they're using these parts to make up water, ice, and gas. Oh. But this is 2 out of 3, so maybe I am misunderstanding. H2O in liquid state is called water. They've used W, A-T, and then the ER, and the capitalization is all correct. H2O in solid state is called ice, and they've used the capital E and then the capital C-E. And then H2O in gaseous state is called, this one. This one. Because there's no, all right, I was making an assumption. What's another word for gas then? Well, if we take the ones that have been used already, we get rid of AT, we get rid of I, we get rid of W, we get rid of, no, we don't get rid of, so we have TE, we have S, ER is gone, CE is gone, and we have AM. Steam. 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 Yeah, okay. Of course it's steam. What am I even thinking? Because it's H2O specifically. It's not the 3 different forms. Okay, got it. Science is fun. Fluorine, uranium, nitrogen. So maybe there's something else going on here that I don't know, but maybe it's also just, it's telling you to, associate these elements with parts of words, which we've already done in the lab. Okay, that could be it, but I don't think I'm missing anything else. But I should make sure I'm not assuming. She got a little dog or a dog sheep. Holly on the vase. I mean, maybe the flowers matter. I haven't figured out flowers yet. All right. Cool. 3 grades. That's something. So again, we should have many redraw possibilities from here. That's it. Oh, Showroom is a store. I'm not even thinking about this. Finally. God, I've been really wondering about Showroom. Well, this might be close to the end of our day, and I'm so pleased with this day. These are the realms. These are the realms. That's, yep. All of these shapes, right? Relate, maybe to the different realms. Well, that, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure. That could be the mountains. It's a bit abstract. That's definitely, Eraja. Actually, I don't know what that one is. That could be, I don't know. Maybe I've jumped ahead a little bit too much. I don't know. I thought that one might be Oris or Arinda or whatever it is. Maybe not. Okay. Ooh, fancy little drafting thing. Haha. Man, I want to look at everything first. It's like the Windows logo, but it's the shop, I think. Oh, amazing. Amazing. I'll be back. I'll be back. Ooh. What's going on with this thing? What is this? Can I have it? Is it related to the clock tower? I haven't even done the clock tower yet. A spoon? Oh, yeah, see those are the mountain symbols that we see often. Key. Can we have it? Does it go somewhere? Ha. Interesting. Beautiful floor. Classy as hell. Classy as hell. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, what the freaking hell? What? This is mad. Emerald bracelet, you do not have to pay the gem costs of floor plans. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the cost of all of these and I can buy nothing as it stands, but I'm not too far off. But I can't buy anything here. Wow, I wonder if these are permanent though. If these are permanent, okay, all right, finally I've got another thing I know to do with huge sums of money beyond the bookshop. Ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Exceptional. Exceptional. Chronograph. I want this more than anything, even without knowing what it does. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. Rewind time. But I don't know what to do with time yet. I've got to figure out this time thing. We've got to get the clock tower, I think. Silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. That's very, very, very good. Wow. Well, I don't even need to wonder right now what I would get because I can't get anything, but finally, showroom. Ah, it's one of my missing stores. That's so cool. That's so cool. Beautiful. Love it. It was worth the wait. And I guess I wouldn't have been able to do much here anyway because I've pretty much like never... Let's use a special key. Why not? I've very rarely even had that kind of money. Well, aquarium might be good because let's see what happens. Oh. Nothing or very little. Has it drained like just a tiny bit maybe? Oh, that's good. Well, I'm happy for the fish. Oh, great. Now I'm just 10 off being able to buy something. Well, maybe it'll work out. You never know. 20. Okay, 9 more. Okay, let's see what other... Let's see what final... You're kidding me. Hang on, am I missing something else in here? Oh, gem. Oh, man. I've cut off the possibilities for today, so I can't get the freezer. That kind of sucks because, I'd love to freeze until the next day. But what we can do is just get all of this money and spend it. Just spend. You're going to make me pick all this up individually. I'll do it. Oh my God, we can buy something expensive right now. It is December 2nd. Huh. Hang on, there's something else in here. Is it in one of these things? Is that what you mean? Oh, I have some more money. Okay. Oh man. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the key to use in here, unless any of these will take car keys. But I look forward to seeing you again in future, Vault. For now, I have to say, amazing timing. Let's finish our day. Yeah, we're finishing. All right, it's been an incredible day. We're finishing our day with a big luxury shop. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that worked out. Holy crap. Okay, now, the only thing is I'm taking a big risk here. I'm assuming these are permanent because they would have to be, right? Like it doesn't... Hang on. Let me... An array of jewellery display cabinets showcasing an impressive selection of high-priced items, each unique and one of a kind. This exclusive collection is not for the faint of purse. So it doesn't confirm it, but I just have to assume they have to be, because how would you ever get this much and then, yeah, it just wouldn't work. All right, so I can either buy this while I have a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, that's crazy. That might very well be the best thing. I could buy this. That's pretty good, but it's not as good as that. Or I could buy both this and this. So I would get... I mean, I just love this item so much. I want it. And I don't know what I would do with it, but it seems pretty good. I'm sure it's extremely useful. I just don't know yet how to use it. But this is immediately useful. I think the only logical thing, though, is to get this while we have the huge sum of money. You no longer have to pay floor plan gem costs. An elegant bezel set emerald bracelet. Where does it go? It goes here. But it doesn't say, it's not in permanent edition. It's not in permanent edition. But is it? Though? Is it? Oh my god. Oh, look, it's an interesting experiment either way. There's definitely nothing else I can do. No, we're done. I would have liked to have drafted, the check, the coat check, so that I could put my key card away. That would have been great. But yep, all right, that's it. So let's have one final act of the day. Let's go and put something in our now full fountain. Our three coins. Well, one of our 3 coins anyway. Brilliant. 3 classrooms today. That was super useful. And we managed to do all of this while losing half of our steps from the weight room. So go us. Den, veranda, bedroom, hallway. Okay. All the way down and then all the way across. Yeah, man. What? Showroom. I cannot believe that we finally drafted Showroom, and I managed to buy the most expensive thing in it immediately. That is some genuine rich person luck right there. Thank you, stars. Thank you. All right, let's make a wish. I wish to get 60 coins again every day. That's my wish. No, actually, my real wish is I wish this emerald bracelet is here tomorrow. Thank you, house. We'll call it a day out here under the stars and desperately wish that we keep that emerald bracelet, because that is a crazy game changer. Garden schoolhouse. Because we had so many classrooms and the schoolhouse. Amazing. So now, so we've drained the reservoir. We've found out about classrooms, and now I want to get as many classrooms as are possible at some point. We've finally drafted Showroom, and we're able to get Vault as well, on top of having already just enough money to buy the most expensive thing in it. Truly amazing. And we also got Sauna, so we're also going to start the next day with 20 steps. And hopefully, fingers crossed everybody, please cross your fingers. Please cross your fingers that I have that emerald bracelet tomorrow. Because how else are you going to attain those things? Surely. I have to assume. All right. It's been actually a truly incredible day that has opened up some huge possibilities for us in the future, including the reservoir exploration. So I'm super looking forward to our future days, and I look forward to seeing you there to see what comes of all of this stuff. But thank you for joining me as always, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Good night if you're going into your own little tent for a sleep with your swim bird. Enjoy.